The world can be a noisy place, full of whispers and judgments that follow you down the hallway. For her, the days blurred into one another, a monotonous rhythm of spreadsheets and lukewarm coffee. She wore her camouflage uniform not as a statement, but as a quiet reminder of a life lived beyond these four walls. Her coworkers, however, saw it differently. To them, it was a costume, a strange quirk. They'd exchange glances when she walked by, their laughter echoing just loud enough for her to hear. They'd whisper, "Does she think she's some kind of hero? Or playing soldier at her age?" Each snicker was a small paper cut, a constant, stinging reminder that she didn't belong here. She never reacted. She just lowered her head, the quiet strength in her eyes holding back a story they couldn't possibly comprehend. But there's a world outside the office, a world of grit and purpose. A world where the air is thick with dust and the wind carries the sound of sacrifice. This was her true world. It wasn't about spreadsheets. It was about survival. It wasn't about office politics. It was about brotherhood and sisterhood forged in fire. Her memories weren't of deadlines, but of sunrises over barren landscapes, of shared rations under a star-filled sky, of promises made and kept when everything was on the line. The uniform they mocked wasn't a costume, it was her skin. It held the dust of faraway lands, the scent of engine fuel, and the silent weight of responsibility. It was a testament to a promise she made to herself and to her country. While they saw a strange woman playing dress-up, she saw the faces of those who stood beside her, who trusted her with their lives. One afternoon, the monotony of the office was shattered. A deep, rhythmic thumping began to vibrate through the building, growing louder and louder. It was a sound that didn't belong here, a sound of power and urgency. Everyone rushed to the windows, their faces a mixture of confusion and curiosity. Outside, on the large, empty lawn next to the parking lot, something incredible was happening. The wind whipped through the trees, sending leaves and debris scattering as a colossal shadow fell over the ground. A UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter, a magnificent beast of steel and engineering, was descending from the sky. Its blades sliced through the air with a deafening roar, kicking up a storm of dust and grass. The sight was cinematic, something out of a movie. The helicopter landed with a final, powerful gust, its engines winding down but still humming with immense energy. The side door slid open, and figures emerged. They were soldiers, clad in full combat gear, their movements precise and disciplined. They moved with a sense of purpose that commanded respect. Her coworkers were frozen, their mouths agape. This was no movie. This was real. The soldiers formed a line, standing at perfect attention. Their leader, a man with a gaze as sharp as steel, scanned the crowd at the window. Then, she stood up from her desk. The whispers stopped. Every eye in the room followed her as she calmly walked out of the office and onto the lawn, the wind catching her hair. She walked towards the helicopter, her step steady and sure. As she approached, the soldiers, these hardened warriors, snapped to attention. In perfect unison, they raised their hands to their brows in a crisp, unwavering salute. It wasn't a gesture of mere protocol, it was a profound display of deep respect, of honor, of loyalty. Their leader stepped forward and spoke, his voice clear and strong. "Ma'am, we are ready." Back in the office, there was only silence. The smirks had vanished, replaced by looks of pure, unadulterated shock. The woman they had mocked, the quiet woman in the camouflage uniform, was not just playing a part. She was a leader. She was a hero. In that single, powerful moment, they finally saw her. Not the strange coworker, but the commander she truly was. The world is full of quiet heroes. Let us not judge the book by its cover, but honor the stories hidden within. Thank you for watching.